What's up, everyone, and welcome into another episode of Wizards Latest. I'm your host and DC sports fan, Ben Robertson, and on this page, we break down all the biggest headlines surrounding the Washington Wizards. So make sure you like and subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Drop your comments with any thoughts you might have on the video or anything you want to hear me talk about in the future. As always, guys, I appreciate all of the support. Let's keep it rolling here on the page, and let's jump right in today. I know it's a long shot, but does Trey Johnson really have a chance at winning Rookie of the Year? How does Trey compare to the other rookies in this year's class? Is it are you guys fans of the gold jerseys that are going to be rolled out here this season? A throwback a little bit to the earlier 2000s look the Wizards had. And lastly, we're going to see Team France in action a couple of times this week, getting ready for the Eurobasket tournament later this month. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Remember, videos dropping here on the page daily. And let's jump right in here to Trey Johnson. FanDuel Sportsbook has released their lines for the NBA Rookie of the Year race. Number one pick, Cooper Flagg, the obvious favorite, at minus 115 right now. But right now, the number 6 overall Washington draft pick has the second highest odds at plus 800. He is the second choice for Rookie of the Year by FanDuel right now, slightly above Dylan Harper. Really first time when I've maybe scanned whether it's been rookie rankings or just rookie of the year odds, which sort of kind of act as such in my opinion. Really the first time I've seen Trey up that high, and kind of an obvious result of his excellent summer league performance. Remember, 18 points in the first game, 21 points in the second game, highest summer league scoring average for a Wizards rookie since John Wall. And the other thing about that too is that he was playing with the group that's going to look kind of similar to the actual roster once you get to the regular season. And if you look at those other guys that are up in that top three of the rookie of the year race, the other top three rookie of the year candidates as listed by the FanDuel odds, you look at, Dylan Harper and Cooper Flagg. Just thinking about the situations for those, three guys and why Trey Johnson, in terms of the rookie of the year race, might be in a favorable spot. If you think about San Antonio, just their backcourt already includes De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle. That was kind of the question with Dylan Harper pre-draft, and the reason why there was maybe any thought or any consideration that San Antonio might pass on him because their backcourt already has two solid pieces. So it's going to be interesting to see how he mixes in with those couple of guys already. And then you just think about Dallas, and that roster has a ton of talent on it as is. Of course, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, all going to take up a good amount of shots. You have Kyrie Irving coming back into that mix at some point this year. And well, I think Cooper Flagg is going to go to Dallas and immediately command respect and, command, his, level of touches and that, to that degree. I do think there's a chance that with, sort of all those mouths to feed and all those players to get involved, he does maybe, well, I don't want to say take a back seat, maybe not have the numbers that, maybe Trey Johnson could put up with a ton of opportunities and chances to put up, and be a focal point in the offense. Continuing sort of with this theme and looking at those three guys and their summer league performances, and really you could look at kind of this whole top end of the draft class. And Trey Johnson, if not the best rookie performance, maybe easily one of the best performances in totality, kind of with both of the games that he put together. Obviously, Cooper Flagg, obvious number one pick. At this point, we just kind of have to accept that, we slipped out of the draft and down to number 6. But struggled on the floor in game one in that matchup against San Antonio. Of course, also included Dylan Harper, and then had the huge 31-point effort in game two. Harper had 16 points in both of his summer league games, but didn't really answer the big question about him pre-draft, which was his shooting ability. Didn't shoot it really well in the summer league games. And so, against the other top three rookie of the year candidates, Trey's efforts hold up. And then you look at, the other guys drafted in front of him. Con Knipple, I know won Summer League MVP, but was slightly inefficient in terms of his shooting. And then with VJ Edgecombe and Ace Bailey, we saw both of those guys have, really high, really great performances. And then also, a valley and a low in their Summer League effort and some struggles. Of course, VJ Edgecombe's we saw firsthand as Wizards fans against Washington. Even think about a guy like Jeremiah Fears, who, of course, Will Dawkins passed on for Trey Johnson, looking like that was the right selection, at least coming off of what they did in Summer League. Trey is really, out of all those guys I just named, the only guy, and I know it was just 2 games, but you can't say had a bad performance. I really had a game where he struggled. He looked awesome in both of his outings. Looked like he was just ready for the moment, fit right in. The scoring really kind of came easy for him, to be quite honest. And I think that's why we're so fired up to have him here in DC. And, kind of to put a bow on the rookie of the year discussion, why I think, he stepped in and proved with a group that's going to look similar to the regular season lineup, I can fit right in here. And at least at the Summer League level, again, get buckets kind of with ease. And I just can't wait to see how that translates to the NBA game. Um, Next news here for you guys, a little bit of a gear shift for you. Washington bringing back the gold uniforms, a version of the earlier 2000s look that the team wore. Second time they've gone in recent years to a one of those 2000s era throwbacks. Remember had the white throwback they unveiled a couple of seasons ago. The gold jerseys, honestly, haven't seen been super popular on social media from what I've seen after this announcement. I used to pick them on 2K as a kid, but I don't think I really liked them a whole bunch, like actually in person, actually on TV or, at games. I think while I've seen a lot of people saying, they just want the regular or attire revamped or kind of a rebrand in that regard. Curious to know what your guys' sort of thoughts on that are. Would, kind of wonder as we sort of progress maybe into a new era of Wizards basketball if they want to, revamp the look and kind of come up with something new. Again, that's something I've seen you guys and fans on social media sort of be clamoring for, thinking the current uniforms are starting to get a little bit stale. And then last thing for me here today, we're going to see Bilal Coulibaly and Alex Sarr get to suit up for Team France this week. Obviously, we've talked about last week in some of the videos. Go check them out if you didn't catch those already. Just excited to have some of the young players on the roster on these international teams, and even if it's just leading up to their respective tournaments, getting some action. Of course, the Eurobasket 2025 tournament coming up later this month. France with a series of exhibition games leading up to that tournament in preparation. Of course, beginning at the time of this video today, Monday, August 4th. And they will also play this Friday, August 8th. So a couple of opportunities to check out Team France. Expecting maybe to see Bilal Coulibaly a little bit more than Alex Sarr, excuse me. But we will see as we progress here in those exhibition matchups for France. I'll keep you posted on what goes down there, keeping you posted on all things Wizards here on the page. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of the support. We're closing in on 500 subscribers, so make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Again, drop your comments with any thoughts you might have on the video. Try to interact with you guys just a little bit down in that comment section. And thanks for watching another episode of Wizards Latest.